everyone, it's Tough Cutie, and today we're doing a cosplay breakdown of 2 of my Webtoon cosplays for this year. Now, I've done a lot of Webtoon cosplays this year, and I still got a couple I'm working on. But this year I've been mainly focusing on Webtoon cosplays because I love Webtoons. I read them every day, and it's so much fun having that creative freedom to make the cosplays. But today we're just going to be focusing on breaking down 2 of the cosplays that I've done this year that I think are pretty cool, and I've gotten a lot of compliments, questions, and they're like, who are you? So today, that's what we're doing. So, first off, Persephone. Now, you probably already know who this character is. If you don't read Webtoons, this is Persephone from the Webtoon Lore Olympus. It's also been published in several graphic novels and more. Regardless of your opinion of it, I do love the character design. I do, however, I know some people don't like it. That's okay. You're allowed to dislike things. I've been following it because I've gotten to the point where I've been reading it ever since it started. I want to see where it goes and where it ends. But this cosplay is a little special. I'm just going to put a disclaimer here. This video is not sponsored in any way. However, this cosplay was in fact sponsored. I was contacted by HalloweenCostumes.com a few months ago. Yes, it's probably like around May, around my birthday time, which kind of gave me a surprise. They gave me a few campaigns. They're like, are you interested in any of these campaigns? And one of them was cosplay focused because they're a costume company and they have costumes for like everything, like mainly Halloween because the website name, the company name, but they did have a cosplay campaign and I was like, of course I'm interested, yeah. So they gave me some guidelines to follow for what items I could select, and also basically the guidelines of what to post, how to tag, anything like that. So that cosplay was sponsored. The only thing I did buy for the cosplay was the body paint that I used, the wig, the lashes, because I wanted the photos to have a certain vibe to them of how I interpreted Persephone. So that was very interesting. Fun fact, I actually took all those TikToks and photos the night before RTX. So if you see my RTX videos, I was actually covered head to toe in pink body paint before RTX. And I was actually worried. I was like, is this gonna stain? I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty fun. It was a very cool experience. I am actually currently working with them right now for another cosplay collab, and I just got the package today and I'm excited. However, it's not Webtoon related this time, but it is for another cosplay collab, and I'm so excited to work with them again. But going on for the breakdown. So, the wig, it was kind of cheap. It was from Amazon, but I really like the curls and the fluff for it. I do like Persephone's more shorter bob curl look, rather than her nice long silky, because silky long wigs get tangled really fast. Example A, over here, for another cosplay for Webtoon that I'm working on. But I wanted to go for a more shorter bob, more kind of youthful look in my interpretation. The lashes, also from Amazon, as well as the body paint. But the body paint was Muron. I may mispronounce that. Muron body paint, and just pink, I believe. I don't think it was pastel pink, just pink. But I got them, and the only thing that I did not buy from the sponsored part of the cosplay was actually the more Greek robe. Now, I used to work in quality, and if you go to a Spirit Halloween, you know the costumes aren't the top-notch quality, but it works. And just like for this sponsored cosplay, it also worked. So, I believe I still have a screenshot of what I got. If not, I could probably find it on the website. So, pop in here. That is what I got, as well as some green ivy like leg strap things. I don't know how to like really tell you what they were, but they're like green ivy leg wraps. I didn't really like those. They didn't really stay on my legs as well, but I was only mainly focused on the Greek robe and also making it to Persephone. So yeah, okay. So my next Webtoon cosplay that I'm talking about for this video, it is what I am so proud of. And also, it's award-winning because I was expecting it. However, it was kind of like a hope I would win an award in this because I did enter a cosplay contest for it. And right here is the award, Best in Master. So, this is for my Queen Monica Gold Rose dress from the Webtoon Hookie. Now, this dress doesn't really appear in the Webtoon itself. However, it's kind of like a promotional image that the artist created, and she posted on her Instagram, and I was like, I am in love with this design. I want to make that, and I thought about that dress for months because it was gorgeous. But like thinking about it, I worked on that cosplay for months. So this is a craftsmanship cosplay. I made this. However, it took me probably about 7 months of off and on work because part of me at one point lost motivation, and part of me said, well, I really love this dress. I want to create it. Let's do it. Breakdown for this cosplay. So from top to bottom. So the crown I also got from Amazon. Hello, Jeffrey Bezos. You got my money. Maybe not for much longer because how you treat your employees. But the wig is from Arta Wigs. I can't remember exactly what it was in color, but I think it was a Venus. I'll have to look it up later. I'll pop it up here. So the gloves I made with some extra fabric that I had in store, which by the way, you're going to notice that a lot of this material that I got for this cosplay was stuff I already had, except for the detail work. Now, for the bodice. For those of you who have known me on Instagram for many, many years, I cosplayed Anastasia's, like, the Once Upon a December dress many, many years ago. And it was just sitting in the closet collecting dust. So, what I did was actually use part of that cosplay to make Monica's gold dress. Now, I did not use all of it. For some cosplay contests, you can use materials from a former cosplay and make it into a new one. This was one of the cosplay contests. So, what I did was basically, for that dress, it had these sleeves, and it had like this kind of sleeve, kind of strap thing going on. I chopped those off, but I realized the color was not correct. So I used Whitmore dye, and I dyed it. Really, like, I actually did a test strand, and then I dyed it. And luckily, the color was almost perfect. Like, it was just, it was almost there. But to me, that's fine. I am sometimes a perfectionist, but for this, I was like, man, I just want to recreate this as best as I can. So, the bodice, it's dyed, it is dried. What now? This is my few months pause. I actually didn't work on it for a few months. So I kind of revisited. I was kind of in between moving between Kentucky and Texas, and I was like, man, I kind of want to finish this. I kind of miss entering cosplay contests. So at the time, I was only a journeyman. I was like, you know, let's just try and shoot. There was a upcoming kind of what I thought was small convention around the Dallas area called WeekCon, and I was like, well, let's shoot to enter the WeekCon cosplay contest. I had never been, and I was like, let's just try and finish it. So the skirt was made out of fabrics I got from, was it Joann's fabric, I think also fabric.com. It has an elastic band, and also it also has like a lot of Swarovski crystals, and that took forever to put on. And I was like, dang, it's worth it though, a little extra. But also on the skirt was a lot of gold roses. Now, these gold roses actually came from Kentucky, from my granny's craft room. Sewed them onto the skirt, as well a few onto the bodice, but that comes later. So I revisited the bodice. The bodice has, oh, let me just backtrack quick. I love detail work. I love hand embroidery, bead embroidery, anything. So I was like, well, I want to add some kind of magical touches to go above the roses. So I had some beading, like gold swirls. I had found some gold butterflies, which I thought would be a cute touch. and I beaded and beaded and hand sewn, and it just turned out beautiful. And let me think, I'm trying to figure out what else. But yeah, the gold rose is also a few things I added onto the bodice as well. I also had to re-dye the zipper because it wasn't really matching with the dress well. It kind of stick out like a sore thumb. And I also reused fabric from the Anastasia dress from the sleeves to make new sleeves. So it went from a long sleeve kind of set to just kind of like a drape sleeve. You know, honestly, I think a lot about sustainability and cosplay. So I'm trying to think more along that. I know this cosplay wasn't the most sustainable, but it was just kind of like a starting project. So that was the sleeves. Yeah, that was my Monica cosplay. So quick story. We're at WeebCon. It had just snowed recently. There's like some ice patches everywhere. So I'm actually, instead of wearing heels the entire event, I'm wearing sneakers. And you can actually see it in this photo right here. But for the main judging and also cosplay contest, I wore goat stilettos. Almost tripped several times in those stilettos. I don't know if a lot of people caught this, because I caught myself doing it. And so on stage, you know, doing my thing. And at the time, I'm still thinking I'm journeyman. Like, there's actually a lot of more cosplays I thought they would win. And so while I'm on stage, I'm like kind of freezing. I haven't done a cosplay contest in probably about 5 years. And next thing I know, I almost trip on stage. that was a almost not so fun time, but yeah, the rest of the cosplay contest goes on. Everything's pretty chill. Everything's pretty great. We're going to awards, Judges Award, Beginners Award, Journeyman cause. I didn't win. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. You know, you can't win them all. My mindset's like, I didn't win. That's okay. So we get to Best in Masters. And at first I was like, they're like, next for Best in Masters, you know, drum roll please, Monica. And at first I was kind of like in shock, because I was like I didn't think I met anyone named Monica. And then they're all looking at me. I'm like, wait, that's me? And I kind of pointed at myself. I was like, you mean me? And it was kind of funny. They're like, yeah, come on. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like almost in tears. Like I'm starting to shake. So I go up there. I didn't trip. One of the cosplay judges, I believe her name is Abby Candy, helped escorting me across stage, because I guess you noticed I almost fell. But yeah, I won Best in Masters, and that was pretty cool with a Webtoon cosplay. And yeah, it was one of my highlights for this year for sure. And it's by my desk, by my work. It's kind of helped motivates me to make more cosplays. But yeah, 2 of my Webtoon cosplays this year, and one that was award winning. So that's pretty cool. I will have a few more videos about my Webtoon cosplays, breakdowns. I know this video wasn't really the best, but I just want to be more comfortable with talking about cosplays and how, you know, you don't have to make them all. They don't have to be perfect. Make them how you want them to be. And just have fun with it. But please look forward to those soon. I actually will be doing my unboxing of my next sponsored cosplay tomorrow, as well as maybe filming another Webtoon related video here soon. Because one of my next Webtoon cosplays is Lauren from Purple Hyacinth. And here's the wig. I've just been kind of detangling it, but more stuff soon. And thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and have a great day, guys. See ya!